Now,
Since I was talking about my dad and mom chewing tobacco and dipping snuff, me and another guy, when I was in the 12th grade, we took a class called shop, and me and this other guy was kind of close. Both of us lived up on the ridge up on Sandy Ridge where we grew up and everything, and we had to take a bus and go up to Wise, and we went to school in Coburn. Now, that's up in the mountains of Wise County, and you can look it up on a map, Coburn and Wise. Now, it's in Virginia, but that's not the part of the story. And what we did at that shop is we were taking a car engine apart and putting it back together, and they were supposed to call that being a mechanic. Well, that's not the story, but we did take that car engine completely apart, put it back up. When we mashed a button, it started and runs smooth and everything. But the story is, we decided one day that we weren't going back to school that afternoon, and we was going to play hooky. And I can tell you, this is the only time I ever played hooky in school. Now, playing hooky is when you supposed to be in school and you're not. And we was kind of going to get us right home, and Wise was farther than Coburn, and we had to figure out a way to get back if we were going to catch the bus in Coburn and sneak in and not let them see us. But this friend of mine chewed tobacco, and he was used to it. And he was going down through there acting big and spitting and acting big. And he finally asked me if I wanted a chew of tobacco. Now, that's the first time I ever tried it, even though my daddy chewed and my mama dipped snuff and other people chewed. And there was one old guy up on the mountain, getting away from the story a minute, that cut my hair, and I paid him with a plug of apple chewing tobacco that my dad let me have him. He cut my hair with a hand-cut clippers. But now, getting back, that tobacco made me as sick as anything has ever made. And if you don't think you'll throw up, you take a big plug of chewing tobacco and start chewing and letting it get to you. And buddy, I tell you what, I was sick, and I was trying to find something to drink, and I was drinking out of creeks, I was drinking out of everything, trying to wash it. And the old guy that I was with, he was a friend of mine, but he was laughing like crazy at it. But now, I did get back and got all my, evidently I drank enough dirty water to wash it all out, and we got back, and old guy gave us a ride, and he knew I'd been sick, because I had spit down my shirt and where I was throwing up and everything like that. But we got back to the school, and I caught the bus just like he did, and got home on the time we were supposed to do it. But now, let me tell you something. I never did chew another chew of tobacco. And buddy, I tell you what, I was sick as I could be, and that old guy still laughed at me and told everybody about it, and they laughed too. But the best way to do that is to get somebody from making fun of you and laugh when they laugh. And you gotta actually admit what you did and laugh when they laugh and tell me, yes, indeed, I did it, but gosh, man, I didn't want to. But that's another thing too. And chewing tobacco is not something that I'm going to do.
If you fight me because of the cake here. You get 2 if you don't fight me.
I'll fight you.
Now you won't. Kevin.
This is going at the end of a